All right, so we are working on a back tape from closed guard, then a couple of chokes. And Wednesday, we're going to work on an escape and a choke and an ankle lock. How many of you have been ankle locked by me when you have back control? I will be teaching it Wednesday night. So be here. See, little incentive. Be here for class, right?
We're the only ones who've got it.
Do you want to be in this position?
Do I? Do you want my back? I'll give you my back. If you want my back, I'll give you my back. There's a reason for that. And I'll show you why.
Oh, hell. That was a little too easy to take it back.
You guys were gone. Were you gone? No, you guys were still there when all I did for 6 months was just let people take my back.
Oh, yeah.
To learn how to defend. Yeah. And I just spent 6 months learning how to defend. Every round I did, I just sat, here, take the back. Every single round for 6 straight months. That's why it's difficult to choke me. Because I put myself in that spot for that long. Not saying you can't choke me the fuck out from back control, but it's not easy. All right, let's get after it. Shane, come over here. Come into my guard.
Oh, that's right. We got to take the back first, don't we?
Damn it, Bobby.
Talking about chokes. You know.
Watch out for the meat.
Okay.
All right, so close guard. We're all going to be here, right? He's been a real pain in the ass. He's trying to do some guard passing. I don't want him to pass. He's blocking my sweeps. So all I'm going to do is we're going to start creating some movement, right? So we're going to bump, pull. He's going to sit back up. And why do we create movement?
Break his base, foundation.
Every time we create movement, yes to all of that, right? But in a bigger picture, if we both sit here, is anything ever going to happen?
No.
We create movement to force opportunity, right? If we just sit here, fuck all's going to happen. We're stuck. No, we're neutral. Nobody's doing anything. If I start creating movement, he has to react, or he does a face plant on the mats, right? Which is good for me, bad for him. So he has to react. He's got to place his hands. He's got to push off. And in that movement creates opportunity for us to do something else, right? And by dictating what his outcomes are that he can react to, or what he can react with, we can then start chaining that together. You've heard me say this before, right? We want to control what their outcome is so that we know how to react to that 3 steps ahead or more, right? So if I just do this, he's going to frame. I already know I can grab a cross grip, I can grab a same side grip, and I can do a couple of things. If he pushes back, I can set up a sit-up sweep, right? The hip bump sweep. So I've got a couple of options here and an option if he goes backwards, right? If I bump and bring and I grab this sleeve right here, right? There's a couple things I can do from here. But let's say he's stymieing everything and I want to do something else. So I'm going to shuck and pull to the side. Now I'm going to get on the hip of the side that I'm pulling to. And I've got a cross collar grip here, or a cross sleeve grip, right? I'm not going same side, I'm cross side so I can get that distance, right? Then I'm going to get on my hip even more. I'm going to post up on my elbow and just grab into the armpit. You can grab fabric if you want. Just be careful not to grab flesh because that's really mean, right? I'm going to shrimp out a little bit, get my foot between his knees, and then trap the calf. Okay? This foot's free. Inside foot is trapping the calf. I still have my grip on the sleeve. I'm going to pop up to my knee. I'm going to fish hook under the arm. Remember, we're going to peel this shoulder up, and that's going to create motion for him just to roll to his side. I'm not sitting back on my butt from here. I'm dropping to my shoulder. Get my hook in as he comes through. Lock into my seatbelt. Okay? One more time. Close guard. We're going to bump, create some movement. He's going to sit back. We're going to bump again, and we're going to pull forward. I'm going to grab the sleeve. I'm going to shuck to the side. Pop to my hip. Trap, trap. Pop up. Fish hook. Peel. Fold my shoulder. Seat belt, both hooks. Okay? When you ready to try it? Dave's like, I'm not ready to try this shit. All right.
You'll be all right.
If you have a colored belt, get with a white belt. I'm going to have you work with Lori. All right? On 2 on 2.
My space.
I like that we have a nice little half moon going on over here. But don't be afraid to spread out a little bit and give yourselves some room. She can do the techniques that we're doing.
I want to show her base.
Okay, that's fine. You can show her base. That's fine. Show her base. Yes,
Right,
that's fine.
foot here,
No, left foot should be on the mat.
on the behind.
Yep. Right foot goes in and cover. There you go. Nope, don't. Just like that. Pop up to your knee. Yep. Fish hook. Roll back. Get your hook. Get your hooks. Do not cross your ankles. Get your seat belt. Seat belt. 1 over, 1 under. 1 over, 1 under. Easy there, cowboy. So the sleeve that you grab, right? So this arm is going to be your overarm. This arm is going to be your underarm. Okay? And then you gable grip with your seat belt. Yes.
No.
Niet nein nunca. Come on, Zane.
2 and 2, you like 2 and 2? That's I,
Do I have to go up if I can get if I can get it?
If you can get it, you don't have to go all the way up. It gives you nice leverage for somebody who's a little bit taller.
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead. 1 second, 1 second. Yep, go ahead. Yeah, you're good.
What am I supposed to be doing? Yes. Go back on your back.
So you're, as you go over, you're going to rotate your hips a little bit, right?
You're gonna end up being like that.
Yes. So you're just trapping the calf here, right? And then when you pop up on your knee, you're going to come through. Yep. Now peel that shoulder up and roll to your shoulder. Don't roll to your hip, roll to your shoulder. Both hooks, both hooks. All right, guys, couple things. Time. Everybody, time. Listen up. First thing, we're going to be a good training partner, right? We're going to provide a strong base. When we get pulled over, we're not just going to lay down, right? Is anybody, as a grappler, are you ever going to get pulled to your face and just lay there? No. You're going to try and go to turtle. You're going to try and maintain some kind of base, correct? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then don't fucking do it while we're training. I don't want to see anybody get pulled over and they just lay. Bleh. We get after the kids all the time about this shit. It's being a dead fish, right? We're not dead fish. As you are pulling somebody to the back, right? I see a bit of this going on. When they're traveling over, right? If you have not come up to get your hips behind theirs, when you roll through, they're going to stay perpendicular to you, right? In which case, you have got to use their shoulders, so punch out with the one arm to force their shoulders to turn. That is going to turn their hips and get them in position to get your hooks in. Okay? You guys know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
Okay. Thing number 3, just like any other position, like the arm bar, I do not want to see anybody cross their ankles when they take the back. It is immediately 10 burpees every time I call you out for it. On the spot. Do not cross your ankles when you take somebody's back. Or you'll be walking around with braces like Dave does all the time. Okay? I'm serious. Do not cross your ankles for arm bars, for back takes. Period. Everybody clear?
Yes, sir.
So if I call you out on it, it's 10 burpees now. Okay? All right, get back after it on 2 on 2.
So you're saying Dave used to across his ankles a lot.
At some point in time, Dave may have crossed his ankles quite a bit, taking the back. As gnarly as my ankle lock is,
Yeah, it's
that crossed ankle lock is worse. So pop up on your knee, get up high. There we go. Fish hook. Now as you roll back, good. Now punch high with the right arm, punch high with the right arm. Yes, now go under his arm with your left hand. Left hand goes under, now get your seatbelt. There you go.
And then you're gonna take this hand, you're gonna kind of scoop it underneath the arm.
So just go with the back side of your hand against the front of his shoulder, right? And the idea is when you go to your shoulder, you're going to go this way, right?
Yep.
When you do that, you're going to peel this up.
Okay.
And it's going to force him to turn. And it's also going to rotate his hips. Okay? So fall, fall, fall. Punch high, punch high, punch high. Yes, now get your other hook in. Get your other hook in. So this leg you need to take outside of his legs. Take it outside and get up over his hips. So you see how he's moving off like that?
Yeah.
This is something that as you get more reps in, you'll get this rotation down as you pull him over, okay? So right now, he's off to the side. You're going to have a hard time with this. So, and you got 2 double unders. He's going to get out of that, okay? So go ahead and reset. So this one stays outside here, right? This is going to give you leverage to pop up, okay? So now you're going to pop up to your right knee. Yep. This hand you're going to reach under. So you're going to go under her armpit and put the back side of your hand on the front of her shoulder. Let go, let go, let go. Relax. Here. Okay? So here. Okay? You're going to want to trim these before you come to class. Okay? They'll get pulled and fold over and rip, and you'll be mad and cry. Now, as you go over, I want you to go to your shoulder, right? So you're going to roll to your shoulder, all right? And as you do that, go ahead, start to go, right? Now pull on this one and push with the other one. There you go. Now get your, no, don't, too far. Come back. More. Now get your left leg out. Get your hook in. Up high.
Right there.
Think frog legs, right? So open your hips, open your knees, and then you can get your hooks, okay? Now, because she's as high as she is, start to push her down a little bit. There you go. Now, get your seatbelt. Tuck your thumbs, palm to palm, right over. There you go. Palm to palm, over your thumbs. Thumbs go tuck in. You don't want to break your thumbs, okay? There you go. Rolling. Pull. Rotate. Don't forget, Zane, if they're not rotating enough with your right arm, where you have the sleeve, as you're fish hooking and pulling through, you can punch and rotate their shoulders, okay? Don't go perpendicular on her, Lori.
Okay.
That's going a whole different direction. You're trying to get her to come down enough, right? Because it's going to throw you way out of position to do this, right? Okay. Now, don't be afraid. So right here where you're having some struggles getting up, go back to your shoulder. Plant this foot on the mat,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Makes sense.
You're okay, right? You've got this hooked. You've got this. You've got that trapped, right? Just place this. Now pop up. Holy shit balls, right? Then pull over. And you see how you're going out wide? Go high. No, up to the ceiling. Up to the, no, with that. Up to the ceiling. That's not the ceiling. There you go. Now, what does that do to her shoulders? Right?
Yeah, it gets them.
It rotates her shoulders over, which are going to cause her hips to rotate. Okay? Yes. You do the same thing, all right? You see what she's doing with your arm, right? As you're doing that roll through to help rotate her around, punch to the ceiling. That's going to rotate the shoulders, and that's going to rotate the hips, okay?
But always keep in mind.
So you see how you're having some struggle right here, okay? First, I want you to slow down a little bit. Second, when you have that sleeve grip, don't abandon it so quickly, okay? As you roll, right, that sleeve hand, I want you to punch to the ceiling, okay? And that's going to turn his shoulders, which is going to force his hips to turn faster, okay? So try that for me, all right? There you go. Scoop. Good. Get your foot in there. Pop up. Pop up. Good, good, good. Now fish hook. Rotate. Punch high, punch high, punch. Yes! That's better. That's better. That's better.
Slow down. Get that foot underneath the top one. There you go.
Yep. All right, so you're going to fish hook that shoulder, right? All right, so now, what I want you to do, you don't have to step over all of his legs. Just put this between his feet, right? And you're fine right there.
Okay.
When you go to your shoulder, remember, we're not going to our hip, we're going to our shoulder. Pull high here, and then punch to the ceiling with your sleeve arm, okay? So go ahead and go slow and roll through. So roll, 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 roll. Punch high, punch high, punch high. Now get your hooks in. See how much? See, no, 1 over 1 under. 1 over 1 under, just like that. Yep. So that guy looked like it got his hips around the way that you needed him to. Okay? All right, finish the rep you're on. You guys need to go back over in your corner. Encroaching,
Encroachment.
10 yards.
Encroachment's 5.
Actually,
I don't care. It's my field. I will make the rules. Whose field is this? My field. I make the rules. It's 15 yards. All right, so now we're going to go to the 2-collar choke. Why do we call this the 2-collar choke? Who can tell me why it's called the 2-collar choke?
You're choking them using 2 collars.
We're using 2 collars. Very good. It's pretty basic, right? I know it's like the military having the instructions printed on all the weapons. This end goes this way, right? Do not look here, right? Same kind of thing. It's a 2-collar choke because we're using 2 collars. Now, if you want to pull out actually it's 1 collar because it's 1 fine seam all the way around the body. It counts as 2 collars. Shut the hell up. Okay? Back control. Shane, come hither. Now, you can execute this choke from being on your back, right? I prefer to be sitting. Let's talk about back control from a seated position, right? Couple of things. Thing number 1. What is the one thing we're not going to do with our ankles?
cross them.
We're not going to cross them, right? So what does that mean when we're sitting, right? I get that if we're on our back. What does it mean when we're sitting? That means that my hooks are in, but my heels are going to be a little high, right? You'll understand why we have high heels, not the shoes, right? But we're high and we're engaged on Wednesday when I start ankle locking all of you, right? So, high engaged hooks. We've got our seat belt. Why is this called a seat belt? Because just like in a car, we're over one arm and we're under the other arm, and they can't go anywhere. Where are you going, pal? Nowhere, right? They can sit like in a car. He's all blocked in, right? Now, for the 2-collar choke, what I want to make sure I do is keep my hooks engaged so he can't squirm out, right? I've got my seat belt. I'm going to use my head just like the other chokes we did from the back. My head is going to push his head to the side. This puts us in a great position to whisper sweet nothings like, this is what it's like to die, right? At this point, I keep everything closed up. I've gotten all the space taken away between my chest and his back. I'm going to break my grips. This thumb goes in, right? And I'm going to come as deep to my chest as I can. Make a fist. I'm going to hold on to that. This is not comfortable for him, so he's going to start messing with it. which gives this hand freedom to grab this collar and go straight down to the belt, right? Then I take a deep breath, and I bring this across. You know that thing where they go like this, like they're going to kill you, right? This is what we're going to do. We're deep on the jacket, right? And we're going to go straight down to the waist, take a deep breath, and we're going to kill him and get the tap. All right? So again, yes.
So, when you do that, is it like a posture in the back, or are you leaning? You understand what I mean? Like, are you doing it like this?
I take a deep breath.
It's just a breath.
Just a deep breath. You're taking away all the space between you. You should be back, the entire back, entire chest. You're very, very close, right? You take that breath because while you've got your grips, there's still room. Take that deep breath, it gets rid of that space, okay? So I'm here. I've got my gable grip. Use my head to push his head and whisper things like, it's okay, go to sleep now. Break the grip. If this is down tight, I can use this hand to open, thumb deep. I want to touch myself in the chest if I can, right? This hand here gets this collar, straight down, deep breath, and then we kill him. Okay? Are we ready? On 2 on 2. First night, you get to kill people. First night, you get to kill people. And the great thing is you can even use this in the ER. Yeah.
Where's my license?
No, if they're being unruly.
I can hold them, but I can't kill them.
I just held, no, you just when they start to go limp, you let them go because then they're asleep. It's better than anesthesia. Feet straight out in front of you, JD.
Thumb on the inside.
You need a bigger geezer.
Yeah, I have a range.
Thumb on the inside.
Thumb on the inside.
I'm messing with you.
Touch your chest.
Well, you still a big ass rib cage. Why is it rotted or is your hands
This is a blood choke. So you might get a little bit of that feeling if their wrist, if you're not deep enough. So that means you got to take your thumb and touch yourself in the chest. Okay? Yes.
Was it there?
Seat your belt. Yes. What's that?
This is really good.
Yeah, this is a good choke. So deep, deep, deep. Farther back, farther back, farther back. I want your thumb to touch you in the chest. So get your thumb all the way back here. All right? So I want you to think about the mechanics of this. When you reach that deep, what does this do? It puts your elbow almost where his chin is, just like the rear naked choke, right? Okay. That ensures that we're getting carotids, okay? So you're going to pull this straight down to the waist. Straight down. Then take a deep breath. And then keel. Deep, 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 deep.
He really wants to choke me out.
Well, yeah.
Why invite me?
Knocked me down when I was like 5 and spit in my face. When was that? I was 5.
So do that again. Let me see it. Okay, stop. This arm is still under. There we go. You're still under. You're going straight from the seat belt, right? You're going to open, get super deep, and then from underneath, pull straight down, and then come across. Reach all the way through. Touch yourself in the chest with your thumb. There you go. Make a fist. Make a fist. See, that's where your nails are going to screw you tonight, right? And then reach to the other side. Straight down to your waist. No. Get up high. Pull that collar straight down. Not across, straight down. So straight down. Take a deep breath. Keel. There you go. And when she taps, you got to let go. Under. Everybody stop. Time. Let's fix something real quick, Shane. Just stand so everybody can see. All right. Check it out, guys. When I have my seat belt, I do not surrender my seat belt. Okay? I open the collar. I reach super, super deep. I stay under the arm. So when I grab here, I'm not fishing. The second this arm comes out, he can start attacking this arm, right? He attacks this arm. Where happens to my choke? It's
not there.
gone, right? So we stay here, so if he starts to come up and attack, oh, no, you cannot have that. Now I can get this. Now he's going nowhere, okay? When we pull that second collar, it is straight to the waist. I know it's an odd set of movements because you're going down and then across. That's like patting your head and rubbing your stomach. Gets a little wonky, right? But we have to be very aware of what we're doing because we're not doing this. Okay? Make sense? All right, couple more reps on 2 on 2. It's always going to be on 2 on 2. Clap. Typical white belt stuff.
I can also push the head away like this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Use your head to push the head away. Don't forget to whisper sweet nothings.
You could just say, sweet.
Keep working, but this is the only choke that you can do to yourself. In case you could not hear that, this is the only choke that you can actually do to yourself.
Don't give me ideas, people.
Well, exactly. You'll pass out. You cannot cross choke yourself. Cross choking yourself doesn't work. But you can do this one.
How do you get that song in my head?
What do you
damn it?
do if someone sets up the 2 collar choke in comp and starts singing "Never Gonna" or "Careless Whispers" in your ear?
You go with it.
What else can you do? Exactly.
I don't know if they would call that as a disqualification for unsportsmanship conduct or not. It'd be kind of like talking trash to somebody while you're competing. You're garbage. You suck. You're no good. Right? Taunting.
Think about that for real, though. Instead of adjournment.
Do it yet. Fine. Do it that hard. So when I went up to Blue Lake this one time, there's one time I singled in. Sometimes you get like a certain year.
I'm not gonna wait until I get
You know, I was in the band that was like most surrounded by woods. Something nice and tight. You practice outside. During our rehearsal time,
Yep.
when some other people were off for their rec time,
Don't be sorry. You're doing a good job with it.
1, 2, 3, 4 gave us the 4 count. And then somebody, like in the woods, started playing "Careless Whispers" at that exact time. We lost that whole rehearsal. Are you opening this? Do it again. Because we were all just laughing our asses off. Keep me nice and tight. You fucking give me your room, I'm gonna get out. Best.
Use this hand to open a little bit. Go nice and deep.
Come on.
Ah, yeah.
Reps. Let's go.
There you go. Make a breath.
Pull straight down and then pull across. There you go. Don't wuss it, right? Don't wuss it. Fucking pull. Okay? I mean, don't be a dick and just rake it quick, but go straight across. It's not just moving the wrist, it's a full fucking movement. Pull the elbow across. Get that thumb deep. So you've got a lot of slack over here. He's got a small neck, but I want that tighter. So reach farther back, farther back, farther back. There we go.
I'm gonna go to sleep like a baby.
Straight down and bring it across. See, right now, this entire side is wide open, right? So do this for me. Reach down and then come up and get your thumb in, but put your thumb way the hell back here.
I enjoyed that.
Farther. I want this cinched in tight, tight, tight. There we go. Now pull down on this side and then bring it across. Okay? Your mileage is going to vary based on the size of their neck, right? The smaller the neck, the farther back you have to reach. Okay? In fact, I need to... All right, guys, time. So, while most of us are not having an issue getting the actual choke, right? What you have to remember is with any collar choke, when we set these up, your grips are going to be based on the size of your training partner or your opponent's neck, right? If you have a neck like this, right, you don't have to reach back as far to cut off the blood flow. If you have a neck like this, you are reaching all the fucking way around their body and trying to touch your shoulder with your thumb to cinch that in tight enough, okay? Advantage small neck, right? But your grips are going to be based on the size of their neck. If you don't ever want to get choked again, get you some kettlebells and start doing shoulder shrugs and build your traps to where they go from your shoulders to your earlobes. All right? You won't get choked again. Serious.
Brody's like, here you go. Challenge accepted.
All right. So now, what in the hell did I write up there? Bow and arrow. Oh, shit, yes. Come here, Shane. All right. Bow and arrow choke. All right, so we're in our seatbelt, and we get our grip. Boom. But Shane's being a real pain in the ass right now, and he's not letting me get this thumb deep enough, right? So he's fighting. But I've got a pretty good bite here, okay? I just can't get all the way back. That's okay. If he wants to be a pain in my ass, I'll be a pain in his. So at this point, both hands are attacking the choking arm, right? Defense goes to him. So we're going to change the game. Remember, we're in control, right? So this hand comes out. I'm going to grab their pants. I'm going to pivot my body to the side, both feet go to the outside hip. I'm going to take a deep breath and pull my elbows in a rowing motion behind my body. You all right?
Yeah. Good. I tapped.
So again, we're here, right? That went a little quick, didn't it? I'm sorry.
Wait.
Sorry.
You're good, man.
So we're here. We open, we reach back. I get a grip, but I'm not deep enough to do the two collar choke. And he's defending, right? So this hand comes out, grab the pant leg. If you've got orangutan arms, you can grab the knee, right? But we have to have the pants. Feet come over the hip. Take a deep breath. And then we're rowing. Okay? Shoulder blades are engaged. We're pulling our elbows behind us with our back. All right? I'm not getting here, right? Then turning and pulling him away from my body.
That's cool.
Right? This does nothing. And I see it all the time. All right? We are tight. Okay? Make sense?
Sir.
Let's do it on 2 on 2. I even looked at you when I did it.
Yeah, I don't care. I literally do not care.
Grab the outside. Yep. Now pivot. Both legs pivot. There we go. Take a deep breath. Row. Don't lean back so far, right? Because you're taking yourself away from his body,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's a seated row. It's a seated row.
It was there, then it wasn't, then it was, and then it was confused.
Okay.
I don't know. Do I tap? Do I not? Do I tap?
So good because I felt like I held it too much.
You got to get your collar first. So you're going to start reaching for your collar grip. Get a little bit deeper. There we go, right there. Now she's going to defend. No, get that one. Grab the pant leg, pivot, deep breath, and elbows tight along the ribs, all the way to your back. Keep going, pull. So you'll be better off once you lose the nails and you're not doing the lobster grip. Okay? If you can make a fist. Okay. Yeah, make a fist, because you don't want that to slide, right? Yep, that's just fine right there. Boom. Lock that sucker down. Grab that pant leg, pivot your feet, deep breath, and row. There you go.
Wow, that wasn't even fast.
Elbows tight to the ribs. Elbows tight to the ribs. Row. So you're going to get right there. Yep. Good. Pivot, pivot. Now deep breath, deep breath. Row. Elbows, both arms. Elbows pull back along. There we go. No?
You hit him with the meat of your hand, or are you trying to get the collar underneath the neck?
Either way. Either way.
He's not
What are you
choking
feeling?
me. Yeah, he's not. He's just crushing my throat.
Okay.
I think this elbow is too high up. And it's not
All right. Do it
bringing
again.
down.
Do it again.
They made one for you at the Cedar Point. They call it the Breakers Hotel.
So you're going to start to get deep. Get a little bit deeper. All right. Get a little bit. There we go.
I can't get in.
Now pivot your body. Pivot, pivot.
There you go.
Yeah.
So keep the
So guys, everybody, time. Watch my arms, right? I've got my grip, I've got my collar. My elbow's high, my elbow's wide. When I go to do this, I'm coming in, I'm bringing both elbows to my ribs, and I'm using my back to touch my shoulder blades, deep breath, and row. Okay? I'm not here, I'm not here, I'm not here. Both together. Elbows come in, shoulder blades engage, and I row. I want my elbows to come behind my body. Okay? For all of you boys, remember back when you were in junior high and the girls started developing, you're like, hey, touch your shoulder blades together, right? That's what you're doing. Touch your shoulder blades together. Okay? For all you girls, I'm sorry we put you through that shit.
You have a different impression of high school me than what I was, Tom.
I said junior high.
Oh, even different.
I said
than
junior
what-
high. Right?
I
So,
don't know what that is.
what's that?
They didn't have junior
I had junior high and I went to junior high for 2 years, damn it.
So again, right? Engage the shoulder blades, elbows come to the back of your ribs. You're trying to touch your elbows behind your body. All right? Both arms are pulling at the same time. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Do it on 2 on 2. Better.
I did it too.
That's all right. She did a double clap.
Junior high, you not talk to women.
Yeah, I didn't say what. I didn't
Yeah, elbows down. Elbows down along the ribs. It makes it gnarly. Little chicken neck. Pivot, pivot. Elbows tight, deep breath. Row, row, row. Pull, pull, pull. Remember, he's got a little neck, so it takes more to get that neck choked out.
I need a bigger gi. This thing falls up.
There you go. You're still running elbow high. I want you to get that elbow down, right? That's all right, though.
Oh, yeah.
Again, guys, I'm not looking for mastery on your first night of doing this. That's next week.
That's a good tip, sir, by the way.
What's that?
That right there.
Oh, the
I
row?
really showed that before.
I know, and I've never understood why it hasn't been shown.
That's nice.
Don't create space, Zane. Just pivot.
Yeah, that worked.
So your elbows are still flared a little bit. I want you to bring them down, right? Bring them down to your ribs, okay? Have you ever, your dad's got gym equipment downstairs, right? Have you ever done a row?
I know, I was trying to like.
Do you have a rowing machine or like resistance bands or something that you do rows with? Okay, so when you're doing a shoulder row, right? You're here, you engage your shoulder blades, so you touch your shoulder blades together, and then your elbows come along your ribs all the way back. Same motion, okay? That's what we're looking to achieve out of this, and that's what's going to get that choke in super tight.
You tell me I have to get him on the machine a row?
No, we just have to make sure the form is right, right? It's the same motion. Engage the shoulders, elbows along the ribs, all the way back.
Or at least part of our thing downstairs has a.
A rowing feature? Awesome. Pivot, pivot, elbow low. Engage. There we go. Slingshot. Engaged. No, that was from Talladega Nights. Slingshot.
geez.
Engaged.
You didn't have the accent, so
I know.
I didn't go there.
Sorry. I got to work on that.
In fact, I'm laughing because it comes on like immediately.
Yeah.
If you get the position in just right, you barely have to do
Yeah.
this.
I literally went,
She's like,
Yeah.
this, and I'm like, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yep. That's what I like to hear. We're starting to get better at it. Just like doing a rowing machine, right?
You gotta do the Eddie Vedder though.
Did you just put your fingers inside of his pant leg? I hope not. Yeah. Yeah, that pant leg's pulled up high, right? You got him wearing hoochie pants right now. You've been pulling on him too hard. Why is it called bow and arrow? Because the original technique, right? You got to where you were stretching them out. You can do this with your shin across the back, across the small of the back. It's fucking evil, and it looks like a crossbow, right? It's like a bow and arrow. Yeah. Yeah, we practice a little more humane version of it. The textbook version is you're going to pivot the body, and that down knee you bring behind them, right? No.
Here, Shane.
Oh, you're going to do it?
No.
Here you go, right here.
No.
Right here.
Cam's like, the overall.
So you see he's going to tuck that, his right knee gets tucked in behind, right? And you use that as leverage to push the back, and it makes it more like a bow, right? So they call it the bow and arrow. I would call it a crossbow because you've got a firm brace behind, but whatever. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I saw this video of a bow that needs 160 pounds of force to pull it back.
Yeah, Shane could do that with his wiener. All right. Grab a quick drink, get mouth guards. You're repping technique. You're not sparring. You don't have any tools to spar yet.
I would die.
You wouldn't die. You might get tired really fast and sweat even more. And you do me two things.
Yeah.
Cut your nails before the next class. Nose rings got to come out. And if you have studs, those have to come out as well. All right? It's for your safety. Because if those, you know how we're doing chokes? Those studs get poked
This
in.
one's fine, right?
So depending on the night, if we start doing triangles and stuff, we might have an issue. You might have to tape it. Okay?
Yeah, I tape mine. They're different.
Yeah.
Just to get,
I get it, but you don't want them getting ripped out either.
nah.
Right? The nose, so long as you can put it back in after class, right?
Yeah.
Most of the stuff that we do, you're not going to have to worry about it, but anything we have to do with chokes and shit like that, where your face is going to be engaged,
Can you just tell me days that I need to take out my
Guillotine.
We
nose?
will.
Or,
Okay.
yeah.
So I
Anything
don't
that
have to worry
involves
about
your
it every
head.
single time.
any studs, take them out. It's a safety thing,
Do I have some
okay?
right now? Yeah.
Because
Because you don't
this
want
is
that
all
poking-
soft, right?
poking back your head. That hurts. And you're gonna want to get them off.
Yes.
Because
Get out here and I'll tell you.
I know I have a tendency.
All right, get back with your original training partner.
As a matter of fact, I chipped the two. Tom and I were sparring one time. Oh, back. Yeah, he's like, why don't you have a mouth guard? I'm like, I don't know.
All right. Go with your training partner. For 3 minutes, you're going to commit murder. Then you're going to go to a new training partner. You'll commit murder again. Then a new training partner and commit murder. And on until I say we stop. It's not positional. It's just murder night. Get ready.
Sounds fun about if somebody dies.
Murder knife. So you mean I'm going for a
So-
stand up, right?
You guys are working techniques that we did tonight, okay?
We can think of.
Now, Mr. Mobile, you're going to stay out of this box
Okay.
because they're repping technique.
Gotcha. I had a mean pass to Tommy from this position last week. It was so bad. That's the point. Slapping that. You'll be all right. Part of the game.
So that you don't post on that, right?
New moves.
Guys, I know I said commit murder. I want to see actual jujitsu.
He won't let me knee slide across.
Well, then you need to work on that.
Let's go. What do you got? There you go. Take my left.
Whenever I hear they won't let me do this, that sounds like a you problem.
No, it is. That's so true.
You're fine. You know, what are you from? Hi guys. Okay, you guys go back in your seats.
You're fine. My story is 300-pound man beating the fucking shit out of him for 8 parts.
Don't break them, but don't let him do that. Get a new human.
What? What's dumb shit?
Go, get a new human, quickly, quickly.
Absolutely. Good job. Huh? I said good job. You're neutral.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Here we go again. You missed it all.
Murder.
Commit murder. Commit murder.
You too?
Oh boy.
This is the first time in a war of 2,000 years. There you go.
Tiny little Max, man.
There you go.
That was quick.
First time that destroying somebody's house. Oh, you okay? Why you headbutting me?
Need me in the
Well, I didn't go like this.
since you're moving. No? No, fine.
You understood my arm.
I would feel a little more sympathy for it, but I can't count the black eyes I've gotten elbows.
down, Griffin.
Oh, that's the wood. Oh. Let's go over, shall we?
I got you.
Thank you, thank you.
No, he's just watching.
I'm just so much better than her.
No, part of it is you're so deep on it. That you didn't give it up. When you came up. So you gotta let that go. That's good. You start to come through, so you actually need to get. New human.
You have to show me while I'm doing it. It makes sense, but-
Now, you must start from a guard position.
Start from the guard position.
Start from a guard position and spread out a little bit. Fuck sakes, you guys. Everybody's migrating on top of one corner.
Up to you, buddy. You're one
Of
of the
course.
guards.
Get double the space.
Down, I guess.
Migrate just right now. It is. In any jiu-jitsu gym, it happens. It just ends up being.
Time we're going. Everybody's going.
So watch me do that again.
It's not the right arm, not anything. Okay. Very good, everything. That sucks. It was standable. When you go pull her across, you see that your body's this way, you do shoulder this way. Fine. Check for the record.
Go down here.
Your weight's up. Push it one more. My knees. Thank him for that.
Are you learning what pressure is?
Pieces of cake.
I thought he was trying to do something. He kept turning. I'm like, no, he's just going to crush me to death. It works.
Yeah.
Very effective.
Wow, that's good.
That's crazy.
You're on the right track. Your job is to survive. I don't know what James told me, but your job is to survive. He says,
Yeah, 12 And then.
well, that was good.
Get a new human.
Okay.
One more round.
Check the ankles and knees and then the head. So you don't.
Oh, I do.
If you need a break, take a break. It's okay. One more round.
Can't get enough.
I was trying to raise my face. You know,
Yeah.
strike
Yeah,
zone,
took
man.
out the lower body.
That's my favorite. You'll be fine.
No, it's 3
Brent.
days. It's
Hold on. Doug, you guys just went, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta be split up.
Technically still your 40 hours a week.
Did you and Gripper?
Yeah.
Alright, so you and Brody then.
Quarter ton, let's go.
You haven't got on Brody yet? Alright, Brody, two, go.
Oh,
I like it that way because I don't have to.
Oh, no. No, we haven't.
You guys have?
No, we have not.
Okay, good.
Like an 8 hour. I'm like, this is an easy day for me.
We're locked in.
good.
Missionary days.
Because you want to do this for 2 hours a week, right? For 3 hours a week, you make it all 3 days.
Think about what you're doing now.
Brody, no more than 1/3 strike.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Okay.
I'm being a green stick. Somewhat firm, always been.
Making it worse.
Doug, the longer you stay stationary, the more he's gonna be able to work to get some kind of advantage, right? So you gotta be working to try and get out of this position so that you don't end up getting flattened out and squashed.
Good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're all right.
Hey, grab your hand too hard?
No, I almost threw up.
Let me water.
You can take a break, it's okay.
No, I like
That's
that.
good. You sure?
Hopefully my guard.
It's like,
Hopefully guard.
What you doing down there, Zane?
He's dying.
He's not quite dead yet.
I don't want to be
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll be in.
Hey, is that how we showed you how to get it home?
Okay.
What's that?
What's that?
There's a lot of oxygen in my
You
brain.
better defend yourself. You better put your ass back in there. Match is still going on, homie.
How do you get your elbow back?
Oh, are we doing the photo guard? Can't find it yet because his knees all up in the way. It's like he's doing a hockey fight. And time! All right, children. Let's go ahead, line up, fix the keys. All right, so thank you.